Hello and welcome to Wendbooks. Today we are going to talk about the Inventory Planner. Inventory Planner is under the Inventory tab and then click Inventory Planner. The purpose of Inventory Planner, which is actually a new module in Wendbooks, is to help you automate your purchase orders processing. In addition, Inventory Planner will help you choose the items to order and the correct quantity to order. Few things before dealing with the Inventory Planner. Please note that the Inventory Planner is part of the security section of Wendbooks, so you need to go to the administration, user security, double click the group you want to give permission to, scroll down to stock section and select Inventory Planner, and then you may choose to enable or disable for this group. Something else you need to know is that in the inventory section item center for stock part items, we have enabled minimum and maximum quantity, plus the default warehouse for this default item and the preferred supplier for this item. So those full information here we're going to deal with in the Inventory Planner. Now let's go back to the Inventory Planner, Inventory tab, and then click Inventory Planner. First thing you will need to do is to set up the investigation date. So we tell the system that we want to investigate this period till today, and we may also ask the system to compare the values with previous periods, which can be auto-selected or manually set here. Then we can choose to show the top 20 items based top 20 sales items based on their unit or based on their amount. And we may also choose to filter the items for a specific category or subcategory or leave blank to search the entire inventory list, and then click OK. So we didn't have 20, we had less, 8 items actually. So what we have here is 8 records. Those are the 8 top sort items for the period specified, and here's the number of quantities this item was sold, the amount for this period, for the investigated period, and this is the previous quantity sold. This is the comparison, and the total sales in amount, the quantity on hand, on sales order, on purchase order, and quantity available. Please note that the quantity available it works in a different way than the quantity available you find inside the item center. For example, in the item center, the quantity available here does not include purchase order in its calculation. The formula here is quantity on hand minus quantity on sales order, and this will give you the quantity available. But in the Inventory Planner, quantity available is the quantity on hand minus the quantity on sales order plus the quantity on purchase order. And you can see that if you move the mouse over the label here, this is the formula appearing as a tooltip. The reason is because you've got some items on the purchase order waiting. We are expecting some items because of purchase order you have placed, so you don't want to order them again. Okay, let's move forward. You can sort, click on any column to sort it. If you don't want specific items, then you can keep the control on, press control on your keyboard, select, 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 and delete those you don't really want. Next step is to select the item. Then what you see here are the default supplier and the quantity to order. So you can click the gearbox here and ask the system to make suggestions for you based on different scenarios. For example, order to fulfill maximum quantity. And as you can see, the tooltip, the formula is appearing on the tooltip behind. So quantity to order will be maximum quantity minus quantity available. So you can choose the scenario that fits your needs. For example, this one. Okay, see what's happening. order to fulfill maximum quantity. Okay, and we have a yellow exclamation here. This is because you cannot order something which is 0. You can take it out, or you can delete it, or you can change the quantity manually. And then we are moving to the supplier. By default, the preferred supplier comes in the list. We can change this by asking the system to suggest a supplier based on lowest rate found. So 2 more suppliers found, and if you click here, you can see the lowest rate ever, and the rate will also appear in the unit cost. So you can continue, add some suppliers. You can choose also the warehouse and the profit center, and then you may click again the gearbox and say group by supplier. What you have here is actually 2 purchase orders, 1, 2, okay, and here is the net purchase amount for each purchase order. So next step is to edit some information, for example, for each purchase order, the template to use, the date, care of, expected date, all this useful information. You need to do this for all purchase orders available here if you want, and then click create purchase orders. Click yes. This is not a reversible procedure. The system will prepare the purchase orders for you. Here we are, done. You can click the open purchase order, and as you can see, the purchase orders are marked to be printed and to be emailed. This is useful if you want to go to the financial section, batch print or batch email the purchase orders later on. Okay, and this is the amount. And the same amount appears here with all the details you have set. Okay, now this is how the inventory planner works. Hope you got it. Thank you for watching. Bye.